Many parents have done it, allowing their kids to take a sip of alcohol. But a new study from Brown University finds those kids who do so before the 6th grade are more likely to binge drink and have problems later. For a closer look, we're joined now by best-selling author Dr. Gregor Jantz. Always good to see you.
Good to see you.
So parents out there, raise your hand if you had a sip of your parents' beer or wine when you were a kid. And I did it. You know, my dad drank wine and we'd ask for a sip and that was it. Yep. I will say this, I've never allowed my 9-year-old daughter to have a sip, but this makes us all think about it. Many parents would say, it's just a sip. What kind of damage can it do?
Right. And I think what we're finding, and as a counselor that provides alcohol and drug treatment, we're seeing younger ages struggling with alcohol and addiction. And what we know is the earlier the sip, a lot of times the earlier the exposure, the earlier the experimentation, we know they're actually more likely even to end up being binge drinkers.
So they're thinking about it. Yes. At age 6, it starts that early.
Well, it can.
And it exposes them.
We need to think about what we're modeling as well.
Right.
And if we're modeling, this is how I handle my stress, I drink, you know, we're teaching. So what are we teaching as far as a lifestyle? And we need to decide that as the family, as the parents. What do you want to impart?
Well, Greg, the findings are shocking. Let's put them up on the screen. Kids given sips are 5 times more likely to have drinks by 9th grade, 4 times more likely to have been drunk, 3.7 times more likely to have tried binge drinking in early high school. So let's just be clear. It's not the sip, the single sip at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that's causing problems. It's really a parental approach, right?
It is, and it's saying if a sip is okay, then more may be okay. My parents let me taste it. Then, you know, a lot of kids get alcohol from their friends. So I've already had this sip, I'm going to try a little bit more. Right. So it's setting up those early patterns. I'll just say some kids are more susceptible to it than others.
It goes against what has been called the European approach, that you allow kids to sample and they're less likely to abuse down the road. And for years we heard that that actually worked in Europe, but this says otherwise.
I don't think it does. And our experience in seeing kids that are drinking at younger and younger ages really is, this is a red flag for me. We know that some kids, again, are more vulnerable. Yeah. So I'm going to caution against it. I'm
going to put you on the spot. Let's get specific. What do you say to your kids? You know, anybody under 21 who says, you know, Dad, or Mom, let me have a sip. I just want to see what it tastes like. I probably won't like it, and most likely they won't anyway. Right. What do you say to them?
Well, I'm going to take the approach of really following what's legal. And I'm going to default on what's really legal. And I'm going to apply that to other areas. If I'm letting my kid do other things which are borderline behaviors, what am I modeling?
And so you say to them, it is illegal to drink under 21, and we don't do things in this family that are illegal.
The law says, hey, it's 21, and so we're going to go by that.
Okay. And then what if they say, did you ever have a sip before you were 21?
So, and I might answer that by saying, yes, I did, if I did. But I also say I regretted doing certain things.
Okay, so own it.
Own it.
Be honest.
Be honest.
And tell them that we all make mistakes, and now I'm a parent, I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm going to make you better for it.
Exactly.
It's all about having an open dialogue.
It really is.
And no sips for young kids. Now
I would agree.
Always good information from Dr. Gregor Jantz. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, Jamie, back to you.